Okay, got my 2005 Prius here. It's got over 110,000 miles on it. I generally like to clean the throttle body on all newer cars about every 60,000 miles, but this one hasn't been cleaned. And so I'm going to clean the throttle body. It's down under this. I have to take all this off. You'll need, of course, some throttle body cleaner, a soft toothbrush, paper towels, and some tools, of course. So we'll get started. We'll start taking this breather cover off. Okay, took all these little clips loose. Took this hose off, and I took this little clamp loose here. You just push a screwdriver in it and take this loose here. And next I'm going to take this bolt out up here. I'll lift the breather cap off. There's the filter inside. There was also another bolt here I had to take loose. And this, actually just get a hold of it and just give it a good pull straight up. And there you are. There's the throttle body. Actually, it don't look too bad. But you know, with over 110,000 miles on it, it's not going to hurt to clean it anyway. I fixed me a screwdriver with a paper towel on it, taped it onto the long screwdriver. Use that to reach down in there and clean it. Throttle body, I don't know whether you can see good there, but there's a little bit of debris there. What happens, it builds up there in this choke flap doesn't close good. That's pretty good for 110,000 miles. Let's take this down, clean it down in there real good, and open that throttle up and clean it down in there real good, and use a toothbrush. Oh, I mentioned here a while ago there was another cable there. I could have undone it, but it sits over here out of the way, so I just didn't fool with it. One less thing to do. So we got two bolts back here, and take that intake off the side, and it just lifts straight up off of this. Really simple. Give you a shot down in there. I have opened, just turned this this away. I stuck my screwdriver on it to hold it open. See if you can look down in there. I've got it wide open. See a little black stuff around the edge, and that's what kind of interferes with it. This one actually is not too bad. I've seen a lot worse, but I'm gonna clean it up real good anyway. Actually, the toothbrush seems to be working better to me than the paper towel, but I guess both of them together kind of dry it out. And then, of course, spray it down in there. That pretty well takes everything off. It eats everything off anyway. Okay, looks pretty clean in there. It's not hard to do. And this one actually wasn't really bad, but it just takes a little bit of grit around there to kind of hold the throttle open. to make it not start just right or something. So we'll see how it turns out. But that's not a hard job. I've seen some of them demonstrating this on YouTube. They made it a whole lot harder than it actually is. I sprayed just a little bit of silicone on the throttle spring. I don't know if it helps or not, but you know, couldn't hurt. With some silicone spray. And I'm going to start putting it back together. I'll just lift this up and put it back on there, and then put those 2 bolts back in it and put the cover back on it. Actually a pretty simple job. I've got the breather housing pushed back down on there. Got this bolt to put back in and tighten up, and this one to tighten up. Put this little wire here back in its bracket and put this hose back on. In case I didn't mention it, these are 10 millimeter. Most everything on the Prius is 10 millimeter. So a little 10 millimeter socket and ratchet will work just fine. Like I said, put this hose on and this wire back on there, the cover, and that'll be it. Okay, got this hose back on. The Phillips screwdriver does that alright. And I got this wire here back in its little clamp, and just snap these back on, and that'll be it. Please hit like if you like the little video, and subscribe. Makes it more interesting for me if people will subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Thanks. Well, there it is running. It made a little rattle or two because of that throttle body cleaner in it. It'll burn it out. There we are. Thanks for watching.